Welcome to the Calyrex Game Corner's Pokemon D&D campaign, featuring Cindy, a young vagabond from the Hoenn region with pyromaniac tendencies, Gimli, a stocky, burly miner from Sinnoh looking for his lost son, Elodie, an enthusiastic foodie and baker from Kalos, and Schmidt, an enigmatic man from Johto with a duck. My name is Rich, and I'm the Game Master, and this is Dunsparce and Drampa. It is the morning. You're at the Lavaridge Town Pokemon Center hostel. You are aware that everyone's plan is to do the gym challenges today. What do you decide to do?
Okay, I'm probably gonna go and to the PC and swap out key lime for grape juice.
You do that. You get up, go to the PC, do that trade-off, and you got a team. Who is all on your team right now?
I've got cabbage, bubblegum, and grape juice.
Great. Any other shenanigans before you head over to the gym?
No, I'm probably just gonna go over.
Okay. You leave the Pokemon Center. It's pretty quiet. Nothing's really going on. There's that familiar Chansey who's just vibing with the flowers behind the counter. You walk outside, and it's a cool, breezy morning. The sun has recently risen. It's a little blinding in your face, but it is a nice day. You go straight to the gym, I'm assuming?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. You enter, and there is the familiar, whatever you call it, security bodyguard, the guy who checks your trainer card, and he asks for your trainer card. Do you give it to him?
Yes.
Okay. He makes a certain mark on it, and then he makes a strange request. He says, before you enter, if you would please take off your shoes, I'll keep them here.
Okay. I will take off my shoes.
Great. He receives them, and he says, you may enter. Do you open the large red doors in front of you?
Yeah.
You do that, and you are immediately barraged with a plume of hot air. Hot and dry, very contrary to what you felt on your walk over here. You enter a large circular room, in the center of which there is an impossibly tall column of flame, the heat of which is powering a large turbine very far up in the ceiling where the excessive smoke is billowing out. On your feet, you can feel warm sand. The entire ground in this chamber is all sand. It's just on the edge of being uncomfortably hot to stand on. You are greeted immediately by a tall and rather chunky young man who's wearing a reddish tank top with lots and lots of body hair wicking sweat off of his arms and exposed chest. He says, "Oh, hello, my name's Derek. Welcome to the Lavaridge Gym.
Thank you.
For your first challenge, I'm just going to use one, and we're just going to have some fun. You can send them all out at once, or you can treat it like a single battle. Up to you."
I will send out cabbage and bubblegum.
Okay. You send out Cabbage and Bubblegum. They hit the field. Cabbage does not touch the sand because she is in fact floating. But Bubblegum is there. He says, all right, come on out, Turtonator. And a really goofy looking red and black and spiky turtle looking Pokemon hits the field. His back is facing towards your party. And the battle may begin. You may roll initiative.
I will have cabbage go first with a dazzling gleam.
Okay.
So the Turtonator has to make a charisma check.
Sure. What's the DC?
15.
You got a 10.
Ha. Oh, fails by 5 or greater, blinded for 1 round.
Okay. Turtonator cannot see. How much damage is it?
16.
16 points of fairy type damage. A sizable hit to start off this gym challenge.
And that's neutral, right?
It is neutral, in fact. Correct. The big turtle, very blinded. That's the best word for it. As the dazzling light smashes into his face, he was peeking over his back at the time, and now he just cannot see. It seems like that Derek is suffering a little bit of temporary blindness as well. What is Bubblegum going to do?
Bubblegum's going to go for a bubble beam.
Bubble beam! Let's see it.
That was a 5.
Okay, that will not connect, unfortunately. No. The bubbles shoot out of Bubblegum's mouth, and they just simply pop once they hit the spines on Turtonator's shell. Turtonator's turn. Turtonator will not make any particular action. He will stand put, and you witness as a fiery aura generates around his shell, and he stands there with his eyes closed because he cannot see, and it is your turn again.
I'm going to have Cabbage go for another dazzling gleam.
Okay, you do it. Charisma check. A natural 20, but it still connects,
no!
right?
No, I don't think it does.
Oh, it doesn't do half damage?
It's only, I think, no, it doesn't say that, I don't think.
Okay, then yeah, that spell is not how that one works then. Just because like in D&D, you know, you get a lot of things where like you save, but you still take damage. But yeah, this just whips.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cabbage fires off a dazzling gleam, and it cannot permeate through this little fiery dragon aura that has been created on Turtonator's shell. What is Bubblegum going to do?
I'm going to have Bubblegum go for another Bubble Beam.
Bubble Beam!
Oh my god. It was a 6 this time.
6! No! Bubblegum just needs to warm up. It's or maybe that's the problem. Bubblegum is too warm. The attacks are just not connecting. Turtonator shakes his head, and his eyes open. He can see clearly again. The effects of the dazzling gleam have expired. Derek says, "Let's set up this battlefield," and Turtonator spews a purple plume of smoke out of its mouth. I need both of your mons to make a DC 15 Constitution save against this smog.
Oh, good gosh. Okay. They both rolled 6. Let me add the modifiers.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they both failed.
By how much?
Bubblegum, it was 15, right?
Yes.
So Bubblegum got a 7, so that's 8, and Cabbage got a 9, so that's 6.
Okay. I have some bad news.
Oh no.
They both take some damage from this cloud of smog. Cabbage takes 20 points of poison type damage.
Oh my god, oh no.
And Bubblegum takes 14, and they are both poisoned.
No.
This is very bad right now.
No.
Turtonator's spooky, fiery aura is still present on its shell, and he's turning backwards to face you. What do you do? Remember, you can use held items as an action. Or not held items, but items in general.
I have a Lumberry, actually. Lumberry is anything, right?
Yeah, any status.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give the Lumberry to Bubblegum.
Okay. And then you can do one attack.
With either of them or with Cabbage?
With either. With either.
With either. Okay. I'm gonna have Cabbage go for another Dazzling Gleam.
It's a natural 3. It'll be full effect plus blind. So roll that damage.
11.
Nice. 11 points of fairy type damage as another Dazzling Gleam fires out of Cabbage, blinding Turtonator yet again, except this time activates Turtonator's shell trap. Turtonator is blinded, so cannot aim his back properly, but coals and flames and spines shoot out of Turtonator's back towards both of your mons. Have them make a dexterity save, DC 16. However, they have advantage because Turtonator is blinded.
Okay. They both failed again.
Oh, no. No.
Oh,
no. Thankfully, Turtonator rolled pretty low damage on this. Cabbage takes 11 points of fire type damage. And Bubblegum takes 5.
Okay.
As the shell trap detonates. It is Turtonator's turn, yet again. And it will spend this turn activating its shell trap. It is back up. And it shakes its head as its blindness wears off. It is your party's turn again.
Okay. All right. Gonna have Cabbage go for that Dazzling Gleam again.
Okay. A little risky. That's a save, natural 16. No, well, there's no charisma bonus for Turtonator, so 16.
It still, succeeds then.
Okay.
Bubblegum. So it did the same thing again where it's, back is turned, right?
Yep, it's this whole battle, its back has been turned. It's peeking over its shoulder.
Right. Could I have, Bubblegum try and move to the other side of it?
Yes, absolutely. Give me a dexterity check to see if, because this thing's pretty slow. It's just kind of a turret. Give me a DC 11 dexterity check to see if they can just squeeze on by without provoking a slash or attack of opportunity.
Got it. Ha! 12.
There you go. That's just enough. Yeah, Bubblegum scoots around in the sand. It's warm and uncomfortable, but Bubblegum does it and manages to get on the other side of Turtonator, successfully flanking it and in access of its belly.
Sick. Can I go for a bubble beam now, or is the turnover?
I don't know. What do you think? Would it make sense? Yeah.
Well,
I think that makes sense because you didn't move like super far. This is like a contained battlefield.
I don't know how far I moved.
So yeah, you can go for a bubble beam. Sure.
Okay, cool.
This area that you're targeting has a lower armor class as well.
Natural 20.
That's a critical hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. So that's full damage.
Yep. Automatic full damage, and then you roll.
Oh, and then roll on top of that?
Yeah, that's the crit.
I forgot that's how it works. Is this super effective?
No. Bubble beam, you said?
Yes.
Not super effective. Neutral.
I forget the dragon type resistances and all those.
It's true.
15.
15 points on a critical hit bubble beam as Turtonator's belly gets barraged with bubbles. Makes him very, very uncomfortable. He hates it. In fact, he hates it so much it causes his shell to fire. The shell trap detonates not towards Bubblegum. Bubblegum is out of proximity, but it detonates towards Cabbage. So have Cabbage make a DC 16 dexterity save.
Okay. It failed.
It failed. Cabbage takes 14 points of fire type damage.
Oh no.
Is Cabbage still up?
Yeah, Cabbage is still up.
Okay. It's taking a beating from these shell traps.
Yeah, Cabbage is not doing great though.
Yeah. Turtonator, threatened by this new foe directly in front of it, will launch off a little plume of flame from its mouth directly towards Bubblegum using the move Ember and gets a natural 3. Completely misses. Bubblegum jumps out of the way, dodges the attack as Turtonator feels threatened, and you notice that he keeps glancing forward and over his shoulder and forward and over his shoulder. He is very uncomfortable. It is Elodie's team's turn.
Can I go for a combination Dazzling Gleam, Disarming Voice from both Cabbage and Bubblegum?
Sure. What are you just kind of like trying to make the attack hit simultaneously or something? Yeah,
in an attempt to disorient it.
Oh, okay. I see. Let's do the thing where we do a teamwork roll. So take 2d6 and then see how close they are together.
Sounds good. 5 and 6.
5 and 6. That's great. Yeah. So I guess roll both of your attacks, and one is going to be Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah. So one is Dazzling Gleam, one's Disarming Voice. So Disarming Voice it'll
just hit.
Automatically hit.
Yeah. And Disarming and Dazzling Gleam, I have to roll to save. I'm going to give you. I'm flanked, so I'll give you advantage. I rolled a natural 5, so that will not save. So full damage on both, and let's see, blindness. What other benefit could I give here for the combo attack? Let's roll damage, and I'll think about it.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, and I think Cabbage should have taken about 6 points of poison damage by this point. Sorry.
Yeah, I've been marking the poison damage.
Cool.
17, 19, 21 damage total.
21, huge. It appears that as this combination Bubble Beam and Dazzling Gleam comes out, that Turtonator is completely winded, was not expecting to be ganged up on like this from the front and the back. He is very confused, and it seems like he is very out of breath and is having a hard time. Derek says, Turtonator, you got to make this a 1v1. Hurry, use Flail. And at his incredibly low HP, he tucks into a shell and spins directly towards Bubblegum. Gets a natural 2. He is rolling very poorly. He starts spinning, and he's just so big and slow. It's very telegraphed, and Bubblegum nimbly leaps out of the way. Turtonator has managed to reposition. He is forward-facing both of your Pokemon, but his shell is not. So that is his positioning at this point. He spun around, did a little movement. So that's where we're at.
Okay. Sounds good.
Give Bubblegum a dexterity check.
Okay, sounds good.
If it's good enough, it will allow an additional attack, I think.
Cool. I got a 16.
Yeah, that's certainly good enough. So because of the success of the combo attack and the failed flail, as Bubblegum leaps to dodge the flail, they may make a ranged attack for free. So
cool.
Still have to roll to hit, but...
Yes. Yeah, let's go for a hyper voice from. I got a 13.
Turtonator is unfazed by this shriek that comes out of Bubblegum's mouth. Nice attempt, though. Nice little attack of opportunity. It is now your regular turn, and you can do stuff again. Again, he is belly facing your party.
Kind of want to have Bubblegum go for an Aqua Jet targeted at the belly of Turtonator.
Great. That would be the easier spot to hit anyway, so let's see it.
Okay. 16?
Wow. This thing's tanky and you're shredding it. Yeah. Bubblegum dashes through the sand with a burst of water and smashes directly into Turtonator's belly. And this knocks the wind out of Turtonator and he crumbles a little bit to the ground. It seems like he doesn't have much more left in him. Can Cabbage finish him off?
Yeah, Cabbage is going to go for that Dazzling Gleam.
Okay. Charisma save. Natural 18. Does not connect. Because Turtonator got winded, he is facing downwards. So when the gleam comes out, he just doesn't see it. And the fairy energy whiffs over his head. On his last legs, Derek says, "We got to do it again, buddy. Give him the flail." And fires off a flail towards Bubblegum, who seems to be more threatening currently. And a dirty 16. Does that connect with Bubblegum?
Yes, that will connect. Oh no. Because
Turtonator is at so low health and he is so frustrated with this battle, getting gained up on by both sides, he uses his frustration to create a powerful flail as he spins towards Bubblegum and knocks Bubblegum into the air, dealing 28 points of normal type damage.
Bubblegum is fainted.
Bubblegum flies through the air and hits the sand, knocked out. It is Cabbage versus Turtonator. Turtonator breathing heavily, panting. Cabbage do it.
Cabbage is going to faint from poison.
This turn, 3 HP?
Yes.
Okay. You return both of your Pokemon, and Derek says, "I know you got one more, don't you?"
I do. That's true. I can use grape juice, I suppose.
Send him out.
Okay. All right. I'll send out grape juice.
Okay. Grape juice hits the field.
Grape juice is going to go for a mud shot.
Okay. Is that a save or is that to hit?
That's to hit.
Okay.
I will roll that. 16?
Yes, that will succeed on the belly. That does hit. Roll the damage.
Is this super effective?
It is.
So double dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
16 damage?
Hit. 16 points of muddy, super effective damage. Launches out of grape juice directly into Turtonator, picking up the sandal on its way to make it extra thick and muddy. Connects with Turtonator and promptly knocks it out. Challenge 1. Scraped by. Successfully. Derek says, "Oh, that was so close. Come back, Turtonator," and recalls Turtonator. He reaches into his pocket and gives you a good old 46 Pokédollars. Pretty good.
Oh,
pretty nice.
Nice.
Good little payment there. And he also gives you 2 revives. He says these won't heal your Pokemon up all the way, but it will help you for the next challenge. What is your item usage here? What is your plan?
I'm going to use the revives on both Cabbage and Bubblegum.
Okay. That will take them to exactly half HP or XD12 plus 6, and that X is their level. So you can just take half, or you can roll to see if you can get more or less.
Math. I believe Bubblegum is back to full health. I rolled really well on that one.
Okay. Awesome.
I will do the half health on Cabbage, and then I'll use a potion.
Okay.
4d8 plus what?
6.
Again, 6? Okay, so Cabbage is also now back to full health. Yay.
Perfect. All they've lost is their power points and maybe a little bit of their confidence. But to be fair, they have a opponent.
You were so close.
Yeah. Derek says, "All right, time for your next challenge." And he leads you around the giant pillar of flame clockwise into a similar circular sandy area. Except in this area, there are 3 columns, 3 pedestals that have torches on top of them. They're about 15 feet apart from left to right. One on the left, one in the middle, one on the right. Your new challenger is a young woman dressed in a baggy hoodie and thick sweatpants, and frankly, she looks a little cold. She says, "Hi, I'm Taylor. Welcome to the second battle."
Hi, nice to meet you.
She says, "You're going to use your whole team here, and just put one Pokemon on each side of the pedestal, okay?"
Okay, I'll take them all out and have them do that.
Give me a left to right description of... Wait, not yet, actually. She does it first. Just kidding. She sends out 3 Pokemon in front of each pedestal. One is a flaming horse. It seems like it has a lot of energy. The one she puts in the middle is a little dark red lizard. It looks very similar to the one that you saw on the Rite of Learning, heating up the embers for the charcoals, but it looks angrier and bigger. On the right, there is a spooky Pokemon who's wearing a skull on its head, and it's holding a bone that is flaming. That is the left to right order. How do you line up your party against these foes?
Okay. So we've got Flaming Horse, Lizard Thing, and Bone Guy.
Yep.
Descriptions.
That's exactly
Bubblegum first, Cabbage second, and Grape Juice last.
Okay. Give me their individual initiatives. You send out your Pokemon in left to right order of Bubblegum, Cabbage, and Grape Juice. As you do so, large black glass obsidian walls spread out of the sand, separating each area of battle. Taylor says, "I hope you're ready," as 3 1v1s begin. We will start with Ponyta versus Bubblegum. Ponyta rolled a 14. Eyes Bubblegum, and it channels a psychic energy throughout its body to become speedy and increase its agility. It seems like Ponyta could run just about anywhere right now. However, that is its whole turn. What will Bubblegum do?
Bubblegum will go for a Bubble Beam. 9. Does a 9 hit?
It does not. Ponyta is so freaking nimble, doesn't care about these bubbles. Leaps around. This flaming horse is running everywhere. Let's move on to the middle pedestal. Charmeleon rolled a dirty 22 for its initiative, so Charmeleon is not messing around. Going to walk right up to Cabbage with its sharp claws and go for a slash with a 14 to hit.
That meets. Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Uh-oh. The sharp lizard claws rake into Cabbage, dealing 12 points of normal type damage. What does Cabbage do in response?
All right, Cabbage is gonna go for a Dazzling Gleam.
Okay. Charisma save?
Yes.
Natural 12 and dirty 12. It is the same.
So it will be taking damage, but it will not be blinded.
Okay. And will be resisted, so roll half dice.
That will do 8 damage.
Hey, not bad. Fairy lights blast out of Cabbage and disorient Charmeleon. He is blinking his eyes. He's not blinded, but he took a little bit of fairy damage there. The third chamber, Alolan Marowak got a 16 for its initiative. And eyes down Grape Juice. And spins his bone in the air. And a spooky shadow sneaks out of it and connects with Grape Juice. Does it connect? We will see. Yes. Natural 19.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing 14 points of ghost type damage. What does Grape Juice do?
A Whirlpool.
Ooh, fascinating. That's a save, right?
No, I think that's a roll to hit.
Okay. Let's see it.
Does a 17 hit?
It does. That does in fact connect.
It is now restrained.
Okay.
17 points of damage.
Excellent. Grape Juice, in response to the hexing attack, summons a barraging whirlpool that traps Marowak in place and deals consistent damage. Is there damage at the end of the turn as well?
It just says, on each successive turn, if the creature is still restrained, you may reuse this move as an action for automatic water damage.
It would be an action. Okay. Pretty cool. Not bad at all. Okay, we're going to loop back around to Ponyta versus Bubblegum. Ponyta's feeling all fired up, all warmed up. Gonna turn its feet around, jump into the air, and launch out a double kick towards Bubblegum. Gets a 15.
That will hit.
That will hit. Let's see it. The 2 hooves smash into Bubblegum. Each one dealing 4 points of fighting type damage for a total of 8.
Bubblegum will respond by going for another bubble beam, and hopefully this one will hit. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not connect with Ponyta. Again, just nimbly leaps out of the way. It seems like Bubblegum is just kind of like sitting there in the sand, and Ponyta's just jumping everywhere. Just completely uncontrollable. This horse is on the lures. Charmeleon versus Cabbage. Charmeleon saw success in the claws. Is feeling rather confident, rather cocky. You might say he's experiencing some swagger. Cabbage has to make a wisdom save against Charmeleon's show of confidence.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Cabbage is not phased at all. In fact, Cabbage thinks that Charmeleon's a bit of a coward. What is Cabbage going to do in response?
I'm going to go for a fake tears with Cabbage.
Okay.
So it has to make a wisdom saving throw now.
It's a 13?
No! It
met? No!
Yeah.
Oh, well. So no effect to those fake tears?
Yeah.
It seems like in this battlefield of Charmeleon and Cabbage, both members of this fight decided to use emotional pleas to find success over their opponent, and both managed to fail somehow. So the first thing Marowak will do will try to break free of the Whirlpool. With a natural 16, that will break free. Very good. Marowak is going to charge its body with fire and charge right into Grape Juice using Flame Wheel. It's a DC 14 dexterity save.
Natural 20 again.
Natural 20. It still deals damage, but it deals significantly less damage. So it deals 6 points of fire type damage.
Okay.
As Grape Juice gets a little tickled by a flame wheel. What does Grape Juice do in response?
Going for another Whirlpool.
Let's see it.
My dice are broken or something because that was another natural 20.
Let's go.
I'm like, what the?
Yeah, it's gonna be huge. It's a lot. You get the you get the full damage for the super effective. So you double your dice, and then it's been a while since we got one of these, but it's always you. It's always Elodie who gets super effective critical hits. What does the super effective make the calculation?
So it's a D10, so that would be
1d10?
2 D10s.
Yes.
Plus 5.
Yeah, I think you just roll, so you get 25 points of damage and then roll your damage. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
And then, so since it's super effective still, then it would be the 2 D10s that I would roll on top? Okay.
Yes, this is why we don't do double weaknesses, because you would just murder stuff. It would just be over.
I rolled a 19.
Let's go. Yeah, needless to... Sorry, what were you saying?
I was going to say, is it the plus 5 then on top of that too?
Yeah, it is. It's a little disgusting.
I don't know, is it?
Yeah, it is. Marowak's out. Marowak is destroyed. The Grape Juice just obliterates this thing with a crazy, powerful Whirlpool. The Flame Wheel served to be not very useful. And Marowak faints. As Marowak faints, the large black obsidian glass wall falls back into the sand, and Grape Juice now may join the conflict versus Charmeleon.
Let's go! Yeah!
For now... Ponyta versus Bubblegum. This horse is jumping all over the place. It is now going to stand still for a moment, focus psychic energy in its forehead, and launch off a hypnosis towards Bubblegum. Have them make a wisdom save.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. The hypnosis does not manage to cause Bubblegum to fall asleep. What will Bubblegum do now?
I have to keep trying with this bubble beam. I'm going to go for another bubble beam.
Okay. This one will hit. I know it.
This one will hit for sure. Does a dirty 20 hit?
It does. Let's go. Finally.
Yeah. Finally. I'm like, I saved up all my bad rolls, or I got them all out of the way. Now I'm just using the good rolls. This is amazing.
It's perfect.
That will do 15 points of damage.
Sizable hit into this Ponyta. This fiery horse, full of energy, takes a bit of a hit. Feels like it might be slowing down a little bit. It's upset that it was not able to dodge these bubbles. I will take... We'll maintain this initiative order. I don't remember what Grape Juice's initiative was, but Charmeleon's going first regardless, and then you can just decide if Cabbage or Grape Juice goes next. Charmeleon, feeling a little startled now that he is surrounded by foes, will take a deep inhale and then exhale a giant flamethrower into Cabbage. Cabbage must make a dexterity save.
16.
That does in fact save. You will still take some damage.
Okay.
A whole 4 points of fire type damage as Cabbage gets immolated, but doesn't seem to really care. What is your team going to do?
I'm going to have Cabbage go for a Dazzling Gleam real quick. So that's a charisma save.
Yep. Dirty 18 will succeed.
Okay, never mind them. And now, Grape Juice is going to go for that sweet, sweet Whirlpool.
Epic.
All right. Good rolls are over. That was a natural 1.
No! Natural 1. Grape Juice is a little overconfident. Just Whirlpool whiffs. Gets stuck in the sand. Cabbage fires off a Dazzling Gleam, and Charmeleon just looks away with a smirk on his face.
I do not see it. I am looking away.
Exactly. We're back to Ponyta. Ponyta once again going to go for the double kick with a dirty 16. So natural 21 or natural 16, dirty 21. I believe
that'll hit. Yep.
Rolling damage for 2 hooves into the face. A total of 12 points of fighting type damage, right in Bubblegum's cute little snout.
All right. Gonna go for that Bubble Beam again with Bubblegum.
Okay.
14? Does a 14 hit?
It meets the armor class of Ponyta. Nicely done.
Nice. 21 points of damage.
Wow. Pretty significant. That was a good one, Bubblegum. Bubblegum unleashes a torrent of bubbles. They smack into Ponyta. Pop, 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 pop. Ponyta lets off a sad little neigh as it seems that its HP has dropped quite low. Charmeleon, viewing its foes, gonna try and make this a 1v1. It holds up a claw, and you witness as spooky energy surrounds it, and it rakes right into Cabbage with a Shadow Claw. Does it hit? It does. Dirty 18. 11 points of ghost-type damage.
We're gonna have Cabbage go for that Dazzling Gleam again.
Okay.
The charisma save.
16, dirty and natural.
Dang. All right. That didn't work. Let's go for a Whirlpool. Ha! 25.
25 hits. Show me the super effective damage.
10 points of damage.
That's not horrible. That's fine.
It's not horrible, yeah.
Charmeleon gets trapped in the whirlpool. Cannot move. He is restrained. Attacks will be easier to hit. Ponyta, once again, seems to have found its stride with the double kick. Gonna try it out. Let's see. 18. Kicks off its hooves, dealing... Well, it's a total of 9 damage. One hoof did 4 damage and the other hoof did 5.
Let's do this. Let's go for this Bubble Beam. 9.
9 will not hit Ponyta. Ponyta jumps out of the way yet again. It is so speedy. It bounces off of the thick black glass wall to dodge the attack. Charmeleon is trapped. Restrained, one might say. Cannot move, so channels a flamethrower into Cabbage. Trying to eliminate Cabbage. Must make a DC 14 dexterity save.
It will fail.
Cabbage takes a whole 5 points of fire type damage.
Okay.
As a little bit of flame manages to weave past the whirlpool. Both of your mons have advantage to hit, or Charmeleon has disadvantage to save against. Oh, he forgot to break free of the restraint. He doesn't do it anyways. Okay, great.
Okay. We're gonna go for that Dazzling Gleam again with Cabbage.
Okay. 11 and 11. So plus 0 charisma, that will succeed.
Okay. I will roll the not very effective damage on that.
I don't think it's a blind either, right?
No, it just missed the blind.
Okay.
Okay, that does 6 damage.
6 damage. It's something.
It is something. So for Whirlpool.
Yes. You can just roll damage if you want.
Okay, I was going to say, it's automatic, right?
Yeah. You won't. That's your action, but it will hit.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, I will roll the damage on that.
Okay.
20 points of damage.
20! That is just enough to net the KO. Charmeleon falls into the sand. Taylor recalls Charmeleon, and the second wall, the third wall, however you want to look at it. There are no more walls on the battlefield. It is now Ponyta versus 3 combatants. Ponyta, terrified, attempts to eliminate Bubblegum as quickly as possible. With another double kick, gets a natural 1, biffs into the sand. Can the game, the Whisk Takers, finish off Ponyta.
Whisk Takers, let's go! I'm gonna have this time Bubblegum go for an Aqua Jet. Will a 16 hit?
It does!
Yes. Okay. I roll the damage on that. 6 damage?
6 damage. Not quite enough to hit the KO, but Ponyta, Breathing heavy. The last sliver of HP. Who can finish it off?
Cabbage is gonna go for that draining kiss.
Oh, okay. It's been a while.
Oh yeah. That's a 23 to hit.
23 hits. The kiss of death comes in. Do you have any flavor for how Cabbage KOs Ponyta? I always ask on the draining kisses, and it's always, well, it's a kiss. I don't know.
It's a kiss, yeah. I'd like to think that bubblegum and grape juice are just kind of like cheering it on, like they're being little like backup.
Ooh.
Cupids? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing in my mind that they're all there together, and then Cabbage goes for the kiss.
It's like when you're in the club and it's like, Stephanie, you should totally go dance with him. And she's like, I don't know. And then she does. And then her friend's like, oh, look at Stephanie. And it's like, that's what it is, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Perfect. It works. Ponyta gets red in the cheeks and passes out from exhaustion. Taylor recalls Ponyta and she says, wow, nicely done. Great team. She reaches into her hoodie pocket and pulls out, 10 Pokédollars. She says, sorry, I don't have much on me right now.
That's okay. It's a fun battle.
She also gives you just enough potions to fully heal the HP of your team, not their PP.
Right. Sounds good.
So back to full HP bars. She says, well, you've come this far. Time to challenge the gym leader.
Sounds good.
Taylor escorts you to the far end of this circular room that you're in and takes you up a winding series of stairs. The stairs end in another circular room, albeit a bit smaller, full of sand, and the giant pillar of flame directly in the center. It's about 40 feet in circumference. There's no guardrails or protection here. The flame is just out in the open. There you see a familiar, cool, and confident-looking trainer who was outside of the Pokemon Center the day before. Upon closer investigation, he has little dark marks all over his cheeks and arms that appear to be small burns. He has brilliant red hair, and he is dressed in a casual tank top and shorts. He's got bare feet as well. He's got the sand under his toes. He says, welcome, Challenger. My name's Connor. I'm the relatively new gym leader of the Lavaridge gym.
It's nice to meet you, Connor.
He says, likewise. He says, no gimmicks here. We're going to have a single battle. However, I will let you choose how many Pokemon you wish to use. How about you see my team first? He throws out 3 Pokeballs. Out of the first one, in a cloud of spooky smoke, comes what can only be described as a dastardly chandelier. At the end of its long arms are little wisps of blue flame, and it appears to have a mouth that looks like it's sewn shut. Next to it comes a brilliant shimmering moth. It is beautiful in color, and it seems to have a unique coloration. It has pale yellow wings, green eyes, and a purple abdomen. It flaps its wings, and embers fly out, and it is very beautiful. Last but not least, it is the Pokemon you saw the day before. You also saw it in Mauville City earlier. It is a Blaziken. Strong and proud, it has fire coming out of its wrists, and it looks like it is ready for some martial arts. Connor says, I used to be a coordinator, and all of these Pokemon managed to net championships in Lilycove. Blaziken for toughness, Volcarona for beauty, Chandelure for intelligence. He says,
that is really cool.
He says, now, how many Pokemon would you like to battle me with?
So he is battling with all 3, right?
Nope, not necessarily. He's waiting for your decision.
Okay. So it's equal to the number that I put up?
Yes.
Is that what? And then, if I say, I'm going to use these 2, he chooses the 2. I don't choose the 2, right? That he's using?
No. You both... If the number is 2, you both choose 2.
Right, but, I can't choose which 2 he uses, right?
No, you cannot.
No. Go for all 3. Let's do that.
It's a 3v3. Connor's delighted. He says, yes, get to use all of my friends. He says, if you don't mind, I like to have my gym battles with everyone's Pokemon out watching, so don't return them. We'll just cycle them in when it's their turn, all right?
Sounds good.
He says, all right, you're up, Chandelure. Chandelure hits the field.
I'm going to send out grape juice for Chandelure.
Chandelure goes first. Chandelure eyes down grape juice, and spooky will-o-wisps exit from its fiery tendrils. This is not the move Will-O-Wisp. In fact, the intention of this move is to confuse its opponent. This is a Confuse Ray. It is a roll to hit, and 16 breaks the armor class.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Grape Juice is now confused, and that is Chandelure's turn. For confusion, you roll a d20 with no bonuses, and if it's 10 or higher, you get to attack, and if it's 16 or higher, you break out. If it's less than 10, you hit yourself.
Gotcha. I got a 10.
You got a 10. 10 or higher does qualify, so
Yes,
you are still
I can
confused, but you can attack.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to go for a whirlpool. Does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit. Chandelure vanishes out of existence and reappears on the other side of the whirlpool. Very unfortunate. Feasts its eyes on grape juice and uses a psychic blast for a move that is called psychic directly at grape juice. I believe a 17 will connect,
Yes.
dealing a whopping 18 points of psychic type damage.
Ugh.
What is grape juice's response? Still confused.
Yes, I have to roll that. I got a 14.
14. You are still confused. You have one more turn of confusion.
Right.
What do you do?
I'm going to go for another whirlpool.
Okay.
19? Does that
19
hit?
does in fact hit.
14 points of damage.
Chandelure gets a little shaken up by the whirlpool, takes significant damage, and cannot move. Very nice. Despite that, is its turn, and it is not concerned about getting up close to fight because it is used to fighting at range. It will fire off a flame burst towards Grape Juice, and Grape Juice must make a dexterity save of 15 or greater.
I have succeeded.
Okay, this is one of those moves that does not deal damage if it misses. So, flame burst whizzes past as it seems like Chandelure is being spun around in the whirlpool.
I can roll automatic damage for whirlpool, right?
Yes, you can.
Sounds good. Oh, wait, I have to roll for confusion first, right? Is this my last turn of confusion?
Last turn of confusion, yes.
Okay. Well, I got a 13, so we're good.
Nice. Broken free.
18 points of damage.
Nice. Another significant hit. For free. Chandelure is just stuck in the whirlpool, not having a good time. Will it be able to break free this time? Still stuck in it. Tragic. Chandelure going to fire off a spooky attack known as Hex. As shadows encompass Grape Juice. It gets a natural 20.
I was going to say, can I go for a protect on that, but is it too late?
No, yeah, you can. I don't think protects against natural 20s, though.
Probably not.
What does the description say?
When you are the target of an attack, you may automatically avoid it as a reaction, and then the rest of it's just about... Oh, the reaction will fail against a critical hit. Yeah, you're right.
Bad timing. Very unfortunate. Otherwise, that would have been a great idea, but that is a critical hit. Total of 32 points of ghost damage.
Oh, there's more. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Torrent is activated on Grape Juice now.
Pretty cool. Oh, I have to roll to break out of restraint, too.
Yes.
Succeeds this time. Chandelure's unrestrained. I would imagine that the crit kind of suggested that as well.
Yeah, probably. Go for a whirlpool.
Yeah, might as well. Do the thing.
It's an 11.
11. Insufficient. Chandelure once again channels its psychic, hoping to deal a finishing blow. Oh, what were you thinking?
Protect now, or since I tried last turn, would I have to roll?
It is a reaction. The crit broke through. I'm going to say it's like, and it was, yeah, you can protect now.
Okay.
And this is not a crit. This is a natural 18, but I still think it still has to be a crit to break through it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you managed to protect against the psychic. Grape Juice embraces itself. Embraces, that's the wrong word. It prepares itself for a psychic blast and fortifies its mind and just manages to not take any damage. What does Grape Juice do?
Can I go for a whirlpool again?
Yes.
Does a 21 hit?
It does.
Yes. Okay.
Don't forget to apply your torrent boost here.
Right. So I just doubled the damage bonus, so that would be a plus 10 instead of a plus 5, right?
That is correct. Kind of nice.
17 damage.
17! It's something. And Chandelure is restrained. It seems like it's getting a little tired. Seems like Shandy's having a hard time. These whirlpools, spinning it around. Doesn't love it. It's going to attempt to break free of the whirlpool. Fails. Gets a 4. Will fire off a Confuse Ray. Wants Grape Juice to stop doing things. 14? Does that meet or is that less?
That meets.
That meets.
So.
It will succeed. Grape Juice is confused.
All
More
right.
shenanigans.
More shenanigans. Not the 6.
Not the 6. Takes your proficiency modifier worth of damage. So 3, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Not great.
Not great.
Chandelure, can they break free from the whirlpool? No, they cannot. going to try and launch off a flame burst. Have Grape Juice make a save. Dexterity save. What was it?
13.
13. It will connect. It is resisted. Very lucky. 2 points of fire type damage.
Whew.
I don't.
All right.
I'm hoping that's not enough for KO.
No, it's not. We're getting there, though.
All right. Chandelier is still
All right.
restrained. And you have Torrent.
Rolling my confusion.
Oh, right.
Let's pray.
Right.
7.
7. No! Grape Juice.
No, wait, that was a natural 1. I can't read.
Oh, yeah, that's even worse. Is Grape Juice still up?
Lord. Yeah, just barely.
Just barely. Chandelier gonna try and break free of the whirlpool. Manages to this time. Gets the 19 on that. Once again, gonna fire off that flame burst. Try and finish this off. Make a dexterity save.
Okay. 8.
8. No! It connects. How much damage? Another 2.
Yes! Oh, thank God. All right.
I think you've been confused for how many turns? 2 or 3 turns?
I don't remember. It was 2 or 3.
Okay. I'm gonna say it wore off because it feels like it would have worn off by now.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
And it's no longer restrained?
Yeah, it broke free.
Right, so I will go for a whirlpool. You've got to be kidding me.
Uh-oh.
It was a natural 1.
No! I thought the other dice was dead to you. What?
I know. I picked an entirely new dice from the last 2.
You really chose to have the 3v3. This is going to be quite the arduous challenge. This is going to be great.
Why did I do this?
Flame Burst coming in. Make the save.
Oh, good lord. 13?
That's the total?
Yes.
13 is not enough. Grape Juice. I need to
It's
roll
okay.
Flame Burst damage. Another 2.
Okay.
3 2s in a row. I hate this D12.
I got a 1 HP. Going on here.
Okay.
And cabbage, or this is not cabbage, this is grape juice.
Yeah.
Grape juice. It's gonna go for a whirlpool. I think this is my last PP.
Probably
For
doesn't
whirlpool.
matter because it's probably your last turn up anyways.
It's probably, yes. Does a 24 hit?
It does.
Yes!
Nice.
Let's see if we can do it. 24 damage?
That is enough. Chandelier goes down. Grape Juice really out here. Insane battle. Insane. And you still get a mon advantage for at least 1 HP worth. Connor, recall Chandelier. He says, you did a great job, buddy. Out comes the moth. Beautiful, shining, shimmering moth. Hits the field. Volcarona focuses. Seems like it's thinking inwards for a second. After a moment, it looks like it forgot something. Who knows what it forgot? But for the meantime, its brain has been fortified after it has
Left the oven
used
on.
amnesia. Yeah. I have to run home. Oh no. It seems like it is more resilient, but it has forgotten something.
Well, I think I have to go for... Well, I guess I could go for Uproar, but I'm going to go for Mudshot.
Let's see the mud shot.
7?
7 does
Was
not
that
hit. It does not.
No.
Volcarona, feeling more confident now that it has less on its mind, going to float into the air and do a mothy kind of dance. One could describe it as a fiery dance, as a fire tornado launches towards Marshtomp.
Can I protect?
You can try.
Haha.
It succeeds. A fiery tornado of flame and moth scales bombards Marshtomp, but has no effect because of the protect. What will Grape Juice do?
Gotta go for another Mudshot.
Hell yeah.
Does a 21 hit?
It does. Delightful.
Delightful.
Do you get a bonus for like a high save? Is like a speed drop or something?
Oh, yes. So your target is 0 until the end of the next turn, or you can take an action to clear the mud.
Oh, wow. Like movement speed is 0?
Yes. That will do 14 damage.
Volcarona. Cannot move. Doesn't really mind. Oh, wait, I actually wanted to use a melee attack, so it does matter. Okay. Looks like Volcarona is once again going to attempt its fiery dance just by wiggling in place. Can't really get in the air and do anything spectacular, but despite being covered in mud, Volcarona will just kind of shimmy and loose off a fiery tornado towards Marshtomp. They must make a DC 15 save. For what stat? Dexterity.
Okay. That will fail.
That will fail. I believe no matter what, Marchand is out of here. Okay.
Yep.
Marchand returns. Who gets sent out?
I'm going to send out Cabbage.
Cabbage. The whimsical Milcery hits the field.
All right, I'm going to go for a Mystical Fire.
Cool.
21 to hit.
That will do it.
All right, so any roll that you make before the end of the next turn is at disadvantage.
Wow. Kind of nice. And it's neutral damage to a fire type, which is great.
Exactly. All right. Let me roll the damage. 14 damage.
Significant little blast of mystical fire. The first time, I believe, Cabbage using this move.
Yeah.
Ignites on Volcarona and distresses it. It feels like its next attack may not be as successful. It will once again unleash this fiery dance. It'll be at disadvantage, so advantage for you to save. On a dexterity save.
I get a 16.
That does save. Phenomenal. Still take
Phenomenal.
a little bit of damage. A whole 8 points of fire type damage.
Going to go for another Mystical Fire.
Cool. Seemed to work last time.
Does a 15 hit? Once again, disadvantage for its next turn.
Yes.
We'll do 9 damage this time.
Volcarona will once again go for a fiery dance, but it seems like it may not be able to do this any more times. So, make an advantaged dexterity save against fiery dance.
That was a 6.
For your good roll?
Yes.
Okay.
The other one was a 5.
The incoming full damage, because of how much you failed by, has a little bit extra effect. Dealing a total of 18 points of fire type damage.
Okay. Not the end of the world.
It seems like Volcarona can no longer use that attack.
The Cabbage is going to go for a Mystical Fire.
Cool.
Aha, 19 to hit.
Okay.
That will do 11 damage.
Cool. And another disadvantaged attack.
Yes.
Volcarona's getting whittled down. So I'm having a great time. Volcarona used a move at the beginning of the battle called Amnesia, which made it more resilient, but it had to forget something. In this context of D&D, the thing that it has to forget is one of its attacks. In this case, it decided to forget its bug type attack, whatever that was. It is out of Fiery Dance, so between Amnesia and its last attack, it only has one option. This option is not particularly powerful. It is the move Absorb. So, we're going to roll to hit. See what happens. Prolong this battle. 12 to hit.
It does not. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
11 points of damage.
We're whittling it down. Okay, Absorb's our only option. That will hit. That is a 24.
Is it with disadvantage, though?
Oh, true. Ah! And then 14. Just 14?
No, that meets, so yeah, that'll
Okay. So close. Volcarona's in it for the stall. Deals a whopping 8 points of damage and recovers 4.
Oh, jeez. This time, I'm going to go for a Draining Kiss because I have a chance of hitting on that one.
Okay.
That will be a 21 to hit.
That does it. Volcarona goes down.
And it's a Draining Kiss.
So you get 2 HP from that? 1? Do you get half or the full?
I get half.
Okay, so yeah, you get 1 HP.
Woohoo!
Very cool. Connor recalls Volcarona. He says, "You did a great job." Now it's time for his ace. He stretches out his hand and says, "Turbo, you're up." And the Blaziken screeches onto the field. It is in fact Turbo's turn here. Turbo gonna jump high into the air, come crashing down on Cabbage with a Blaze Kick. Dirty 18 will connect. Big old hit from Blaziken, dealing 18 points of fire type damage.
Cabbage will faint.
My goodness, they were gonna get burned anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, 1v1 time. Let's see it.
It's bubblegum time.
Bubblegum, the cute little seal, flops onto the field. They get to make an attack against Blaziken.
A Bubble Beam. Does an 18 hit?
It does. Is there an effect on Bubble Beam, like a speed drop or anything?
Oh! It's only on a natural attack roll of 19 or 20, and I got a 15.
Okay.
That will do 18 damage.
Bubblegum's not here to mess around. Almost down to half HP. Pretty good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Bubblegum's kind of killing it. Blaziken acknowledges that this is a water type threat and that Blaze Kick might not be its best opportunity. Charges forward, face first, running towards Bubblegum, and smacks its face right into Bubblegum using Peck for a dirty 20. 8 points of flying type damage. Low roll. Pretty good there.
Alright.
Pretty good. Bubblegum, what are you gonna do?
Is gonna go for another bubble beam. A natural 1.
Natural 1. No. Bubblegum. So tragic.
Bubblegum, why?
Bubblegum. Shoots off bubbles and they just evaporate before they hit Blaziken. It is tragic. Gonna jump in the air and pull off a double kick with both of its big talony feet. Wow, I don't think that hits. That's a dirty 12. It's pretty low.
No, that does not hit.
Wow, Bubblegum dodges. Bubblegum, what are you gonna do?
Bubblegum with its last bubble beam PP here.
Okay.
Gonna go for a bubble beam.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
It does. Just barely. Meets the request. Bubblegum. Roll the damage.
Bubblegum. Alright. That will do 17 damage.
Blaziken, now at right around half HP. Yellow HP bar. In sight. Feeling frustrated by all these bubbles. Gonna go once again, charge forward, face first, going for that peck. As like a dirty 20-something. That will connect. 12 points of flying type damage.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Bubblegum's getting chipped down. Is Torrent up? Is it there?
I have to do math on that real quick. Not quite.
Okay. Getting close.
Getting close for sure. This time I'm gonna go for an Aqua Jet.
Ooh, cool.
17 to hit.
17 does hit.
8 damage. I was trying to think of something I could do with the water blast, but I don't think there's anything Bubblegum can really do with that.
Are you sure?
Can I try and like go for like sweeping the leg there? So like it's just targeting one of the legs to try and like knock it down.
Sure. Make whatever check you think would be appropriate for that.
Maybe Dex?
Sure.
Well, it was a 3, so.
Okay. Bubblegum, try something cool. It doesn't quite pan out, but it was a good idea. It was a good attempt.
Yeah.
Blaziken goes for the move that KO'd Cabbage with the hope to KO Bubblegum with a Blaze Kick with a dirty 19.
That'll hit. Oh no.
It is resisted. Low roll. 7 points of fire type damage.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Bubblegum, what are you gonna do?
Can I go for a... Can I give it a super potion?
Sure.
Okay.
That is your action.
I healed 24.
24, pretty good.
Yeah.
That's like a couple attacks worth.
Yeah.
Elodie kneels down and quickly spritzes a super potion on Bubblegum. Bubblegum feels rejuvenated. It'll have to be for this incoming peck. 6 points of flying type damage.
Okay. Phew.
Bubblegum, what you got?
Let's go for an Aqua Jet.
Okay.
14 hit?
Does not. Barely misses. Bubblegum swerves around Blaziken. Blaziken just barely dodges out of the way. Blaziken catches Bubblegum in one of its hands and sets it aside to put it in range of its next double kick. Oh, natural 1. Okay. Blaziken does not manage to land the double kick.
Another Aqua Jet.
Okay.
15.
15 does hit. It does.
Yes. Okay. That's the most that I can do. That will do 10 damage.
10 damage. That's a max roll. After this attack, you notice that Blaziken's wrists go completely ablaze, as it has activated its Blaze ability. And in line with Blaziken with Blaze active, Blaziken with Blaze will use Blaze Kick in retaliation. Getting a natural 13. Should connect.
Yeah, that meets, so that connects.
It is resisted. Only 10 points of fire type damage.
I don't think it's in disarming voice range, so I think I'm going to go for another Aqua Jet.
Okay.
That's a 22 to hit.
Nice.
Let's go. 8 points of damage.
Blaziken breathing heavy, having a hard time versus this tiny little seal. Once again, Blaziken with Blaze gonna try a Blaze Kick. It hit. Okay. Dealing even less. 9 points of damage.
I am in Torrent, but Torrent would only increase my water type damage.
True.
I mean, if an Aqua Jet doesn't hit, I'm gonna be like really sad.
Yeah. It's the game.
I think I have to go for it, though. I think I'm gonna go for the Aqua Jet. Oh, that was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Here we go. 10 damage.
Bubblegum summons a large torrent of water, dashes into Blaziken. As it connects, you experience a brilliant flash of light as Bubblegum comes out on the other side as a beautiful Brione and knocks out the Blaziken to win the Heat Badge from the Lavaridge City Gym.
Let's go.
Let's go. Connor, very impressed. He says, I always have a hard time with water types, but that little seal was something else. He reaches into his pocket and gives you 150 Pokédollars. He also hands you the Heat Badge. It looks like a little wisp, and it feels warm to the touch. He says, would you mind handing over your trainer card really quick?
Yes.
He takes it and puts it in like a little pocket scanner thing, hands it back to you and says, Elodie, you should now be able to carry 4 Pokemon on your party at all times.
Thank you so much.
He says, congratulations, a well-earned battle. And he walks you over to the entrance where you came from and points out a little part of the wall that opens up. And on it is a slide. He says, take the slide right back to the entrance if you'd like.
Oh boy, yeah, I love slides. I'm gonna take out all my Pokemon and we're gonna ride the slide together.
What's funny is that Cindy did the same thing. All of your Pokemon come out and ride the slide down to the entrance to the Lavaridge Gym. And there you are back in the front. The guy at the door hands you your shoes. And now you have your second gym badge. Congratulations.
Ooh.
You also have a Brione. Pretty cool. Anything cool you wish to do with the remainder of your morning?
No, I think that's it.
You're just going to go back to the Pokemon Center, just chill, wait for the others to wrap up?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, you do that. Thank you so much for listening to Elodie's second successful gym challenge, this time at the Lavaridge Town Gym. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to leave a like or a comment or whatever you can do on the service that you're listening to, and we would really super appreciate it. If you want to join our Discord server or follow us on Twitter or join our Patreon for lots of bonus content, you can find all of those links at linktr.ee/Dunsparce. We'll see you next Tuesday for the third gym challenge. Nicely done. You are victorious.
I did it! Woohoo!
Blaziken had 9 HP left, and you got 10. So way to go.
Oh my god. That was so close.
How much did Bubblegum have?
Bubblegum had... Oh, let me check. I think 4? Yeah, 4 left.
Oh, wow. Really?
So, yeah, it was very close.